Car number 5, 1965. Rambler Marlin prototype. Most people don't know this car ever existed. That's exactly how American Motors wanted it. In 1965, AMC was struggling to survive. Their economy cars kept the company alive, but the muscle car era was exploding, and AMC had nothing serious to compete with. Historical research suggests AMC's designers secretly developed a high-performance version of the Marlin Fastback. It was never intended for dealerships, only a hidden prototype built to test what the company could become. Under the hood was reportedly a powerful 327 cubic inch V8. From the outside, it looked almost ordinary, but test drivers described it as shockingly fast for its time. The project's biggest problem wasn't speed, it was money. AMC executives reportedly refused to approve the car because the company was already facing financial trouble. According to internal reports, the prototype was documented, photographed, and later destroyed, a common fate for cancelled experimental cars in the 1960s. But one mystery remained. A single black-and-white photograph published in an automotive retrospective decades later appeared to show the prototype testing on a closed track. The captions simply called it an unpublished AMC development vehicle. Today, historians estimate that if this prototype were ever discovered, it could be worth between $180,000 and $250,000 at auction. What nobody knows for certain is whether the car was truly destroyed or quietly hidden away somewhere no one would think to look. Car number 4, 1969. Chevrolet Kingswood Estate 427. On paper, the Kingswood Estate was a luxury family wagon. Dark wood paneling, 3-row seating. The kind of car you bought when you had 4 kids and a golden retriever. Chevrolet never officially offered the 427 cubic inch engine in the Kingswood. That is the official story, and it is technically accurate. What reportedly happened instead operated through a network of dealerships, primarily in the Southeast and Midwest, where the engine was sourced through what automotive historians now call over-the-counter builds. A customer would purchase a base Kingswood, then immediately commission the dealer's service department to install a 427 pulled from Corvette or Chevelle parts allocation. The result was somewhere between 400 and 425 horsepower in a vehicle that weighed nearly 4,500 pounds and looked completely domestic. Insurance companies, had they known, would have refused coverage outright. Which is precisely why, according to period research, many of these transactions involved cash payments and creative paperwork. The few examples that survived in documented form are valued today between $95,000 and $140,000, depending on build provenance. Most are not documented. Their histories exist only in the memories of people who are no longer talking. The question that remains, how many Kingswood 427 builds were actually completed? No central record was ever kept. Some researchers say dozens, some say hundreds. Nobody has a final number. Car number 3, 1970, Ford Country Squire, 429. Cobra Jet Ford sold the Country Squire as the definitive American family wagon. Wood paneling, genuine leather, the station wagon equivalent of a Sunday suit. Then someone at Ford Performance quietly approved the 429 Cobra Jet as an available powertrain option. The 429 Cobra Jet was not a family engine. It was the same block Ford was running in the Torino Cobra. Rated at 370 horsepower in official documentation, a number that automotive historians consistently describe as a deliberate understatement designed to suppress insurance classification. real-world dyno testing of surviving examples, according to period automotive journalists, suggested outputs closer to 410 to 430 horsepower. In a station wagon with a full complement of passengers and luggage, this created a vehicle capable of quarter-mile times that embarrassed dedicated sports cars of the same era. Ford discontinued the option after 1971. Federal emissions standards were tightening, and more critically, insurance actuaries had begun flagging large displacement wagon builds as unacceptably high risk. Verified 1970 Country Squire 429 CJ examples, when they surface at auction, have sold between $62,000 and $88,000 in recent years. Many more are believed to exist in private ownership, never titled under their actual engine specification. One detail that researchers find particularly striking: Ford's own production records for the 429 option in wagon platforms show gaps, specific VIN ranges where the engine code appears on the door jamb sticker but not in the master build ledger. What was being tracked and what wasn't has never been fully explained. Car number 2, 1970, Dodge Coronet, 500 wagon, 446. Pack Dodge built the Coronet wagon for families who needed space and didn't want to think about horsepower. That was the brochure version. What reportedly made its way into a specific run of 1970 Coronet 500 wagons was the 440 cubic inch six-pack configuration. 3 two-barrel carburetors, a setup Dodge reserved for the Challenger TA and the Cuda 440, an engine combination that in period testing produced right at 390 horsepower on conservative estimates. According to automotive research from that era, the six-pack wagon option was never formally advertised. It moved through dealerships on verbal referral. Buyers who knew to ask for it got it. Buyers who didn't know it existed never found it in a catalog because it was never in one. Federal safety investigators reviewing emissions compliance submissions in 1971 reportedly flagged anomalous displacement readings in wagon platform submissions from Chrysler's Hamtramck plant. The internal investigation that followed was closed without public findings. What it produced, historically, was the rapid discontinuation of the option. Surviving documented examples are extraordinarily rare. One sold privately in 2019 for $112,000. 2 more are known to exist in serious collector hands, neither currently offered for sale. The owners, by all accounts, are not interested in publicity. Car number 1, 1971. Buick Estate Wagon.
Buick
455
Electra
Stage 1.
Estate Wagon.
This is the one that made it into a congressional
Turbo
hearing.
400.
Not because it was illegal in any criminal sense,
4-link rear.
because it was, according to the testimony of a federal transportation analyst, in June of 1971.
As soon as it popped
A
up, we
vehicle
went and looked at it the
whose
next day when
performance
the guy was free.
specifications are fundamentally
He explained to us
inconsistent
that he had to get rid of
with
the
its
car,
safety
that he was moving to
classification.
Europe, and he
The
couldn't
Buick
take it with him.
455
He rebuilt
Stage
the
1
motor. I have the
engine,
receipts for it.
the
It's
same
got a
unit powering
mild
the
build on the
GSX muscle car,
455. It has
was
some
available in the
X-heads on it
full-size
from
estate
earlier.
wagon. It produced
455, it has a
360
260 comp cam
horsepower
in it.
by factory
The
rating.
rest of the motor stock,
Independent
HEI
testing consistently placed it higher.
HEI intake.
What made the estate wagon
HEI
situation
ignition.
particularly alarming
Stock
to
intake
regulators
manifold. I
was the
think it's got a
weight.
quadrojet on it.
At over
But it runs and drives good. We
4,700
drove it home.
pounds,
I
the
ended up
braking
paying
distances at high
$1,500 for
speed
the car.
were by period
And the
safety
guy
standards
literally gave me
severely inadequate
another half
for the
a car
power
with
available.
this car.
Buick
for parts.
sold these cars
So,
to families.
I would get a
People
little
put
bit
children
closer. I'd open the
in the
hood,
third
but,
row, and then reportedly
Rick.
drove them in
I don't
ways
feel like,
that the safety infrastructure of American
I don't
highways
feel like getting
in
back in the car and opening the
1971
hood. It's real
was
heavy and
not
it's not really
designed
lined up
to
that great
handle.
because the guy
The congressional
said he slapped the
record
car
from that
together
June
with a quick
hearing,
paint job
publicly
just so he could
available
take it on
but
some
rarely
kayak
referenced,
trip. actually
includes a
drove it.
specific
I don't
notation
know, something like
recommending that
3,000 miles round
NHTSA
trip.
review large
After we built the
displacement
motor.
full-size
It runs
wagon
great.
approvals.
Doesn't go over
The
180.
review was
It's got a big old
initiated.
aluminum radiator
Its
in it.
findings
The
were
front
never
ends were built with
publicly
all
released.
polyurethane bushings.
After
It's got front and rear sway
1971,
bars.
the
Full
Stage 1
power.
option
This car's fully
disappeared from
loaded.
estate wagon,
Has a roof rack.
ordering guides
The body
without formal
is
announcement.
really, really clean. This is the
Documented
worst part of the car
1971,
right here.
Buick estate wagon,
And
455.
I'll eventually get to it.
Stage 1
But yeah,
examples
it's gonna go on
currently
one of the
valued
bays in
between
this building until we move,
$75,000 and
so it doesn't get rained on anymore.
$130,000.
But yeah, that's
They
the
are
worst part
among
of
the most
worst part of the car.
historically
I have the
significant
gas
wagons
cap.
ever built in America, and among
so yeah,
the
so
least
this is going to be
understood.
coming up.
The file that
And the clamshell actually works on this car. The clamshell
reportedly
tailgate
produced
works really
from
good.
that 1971
It works
review,
really good, and the
has
retention
never
rod to bring
been
the bottom
located.
door up isn't even on,
5
and it still
wagons.
works really good. So
5
I'm really
stories
looking
that were
forward to
supposed
putting
to
all
stay
those parts
buried.
back together.
The cash
The car
transactions,
is loaded with
the
parts.
missing production
The back,
records,
the back
the
seats,
federal file that
front
vanished before anyone could read
seats.
it.
I have every piece of
These
trim for this
cars
car.
existed
I have
at the exact moment America
every
decided
nut and bolt
performance
that he took
had
off
gone
it.
too
Like I
far,
said, it has power windows,
and the
power
people
locks,
who
power
built them,
steering, power
bought
brakes.
them, and hit them
Mechanically, the car is
knew exactly
110%. It
what
runs
they were
great.
doing.
The only thing I'm going to do
If
to
any
it
of
is
this sounds familiar,
give it a good tune-up.
if someone in your
He doesn't have the
family
distributor set in
once
there,
had
right?
a
He's got it
wagon
at
with
like
a
30
story
degrees.
attached to
There's
it,
no vacuum
the
advance
comments
hooked up.
are open.
It's kind of a
And if you
pig,
want
but
to
the
know
motor is
what
solid.
happened to the factory muscle
It's got
cars
single exhaust
that
on it. I'm going to put
regulators
some duals on
actually
it.
did
and,
manage to kill before
we're
they
going to do the
reached the
body work and
public,
paint it up again and put
the
all the
ones
trim
that
back on
were
the car.
destroyed on the production
See
line
what happens after
before
that.
a single
So yeah,
civilian
guys, if you're interested
ever
in this
touched
build,
them. That
I would say
video
give it about
is next. You're going
probably
to
another
want to
month.
watch it.